Namaste, everybody. Um Let me introduce what is homeostasis to you. Homeostasis to me, it means balance and equilibrium. Whatever is in nature, like whatever has life, like it can be our human body or anything that has life in nature, is always striving to work towards a balance, and that balance is called homeostasis.
Great, what a start. We have our guest starting today's session, Swati Dhariwal. She is a good friend of mine and she doesn't qualify for this interview. Why? Because she is a practitioner, seasoned practitioner since childhood of nature cure and natural lifestyle. So she did not have any transition in her life, but definitely we all do have transitions in our life. On a lighter note, I said that she is not qualified for this interview because we are normally interviewing people, those who are transiting their life from conventional to a natural lifestyle. But she is privileged to have a natural lifestyle since childhood. Welcome, Swati. So let me talk about little bit as we usually talk about homeostasis. We started our journey of homeostasis experimentation last year with a conference called Homeostasis. That was the first conference on nature and life with the foundation of Pure Nature, Pure Science. We had it in Bikaner. Multiple panels. In fact, Swati was one of the experts there in the conference, and she had multiple sessions actually, the workshops and the panel also. And we had many people across the country. We had good food, good natural food. See some of the pictures. We had outdoor sessions also. And this year, 2020, Minu, over to Minu. Minu started
Yes,
some
sir.
journey.
So,
Yeah.
yes, this year we have started this homeostasis journeys, in which we will be. It is a series which is decoding the dialectics of the journeys of self healing and self reliance of different people. And today we have Swati with us, and mainly Swati. With Swati, I think it will be a little different because we will be primarily discussing lifestyle management. Swati has not sort of transitioned anyway, but let's first maybe hear from Swati. You can introduce yourself once again.
Guys, I'll be there backstage and I'll be joining again at the end. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Namaste, everybody, once again. And I'm Swati Dhariwal. I have been in this natural lifestyle, like I've been experiencing this or learning from this and living this since my childhood. As my father, Dr. B. Premchand, he was a nature care practitioner. And basically, he was a businessman who got into nature cure. He still learned about natural lifestyle from Dr. Anne Wigmore. She was holding a nature cure camp in Bombay, and he happened to be there, and he liked it, and he just jumped into it, learnt about it, and moved down south to Chennai, and he started his practice there. So I was 5 years old when we moved to Chennai, and that was when my journey started with Nature Cure. I used to assist him from my childhood in everything that he did. From like he never learned the local dialect, so I had to be with him all the time to when people would consult him, and I would help him with the treatments and by going out with people. So I have just lived this journey along with him since my childhood. So it's been a very interesting journey to live a life completely different from what everybody is living around you, the conventional lifestyle. Yes, sometimes it is a bit challenging, and it's actually more of an adventure and fun because you are not doing what everybody else is doing. And so it's been a really great journey.
So, what is so special about Nature Cure to begin with?
Yeah. The beauty of Nature Cure is like this is something very simple, and what I would say is basically human beings or any living being in nature has been designed to live a certain way and live and grow a certain way. But what's happening is like we as human beings have come a long way. We have traveled a lot away from the way we were supposed to live and the way we were supposed to be existing in nature. So like we are basically designed to live in a natural lifestyle, which is very, very simple. And though it is very simple, just because it is very simple, I think many people actually find it very difficult to follow, because something which is simple is the most toughest thing for people to accept or adopt or adapt to.
So how could you maybe let us discuss then what are the basic principles of Nature Cure?
Yeah, the basic principles is we are supposed to sync ourselves as much as possible with nature. Our life has to be as much nature based as possible. We should remove as many artificial or unnatural things from our life as possible, because we can't 100% go back to what we are supposed to be like or live like, because we are living in a society. So that might become very tough. So we are supposed to make use of be out in the nature, make use of the sunlight, the fresh air, be in the garden, spend time in the earth, eat live food, like live food in the sense, eat lots of plant-based live food, fruits and vegetables, which has been manufactured or has been cooked by nature for us, and which can give us actually the live enzymes that our body needs to thrive on. And listen to the body. That's the main thing here, because the body has been designed to let you know whenever it is comfortable, when it is not comfortable. So just listen to it and go accordingly. Usually we listen to our minds and brains, which have been conditioned with all these years of artificial lifestyle that most of us are living. So we need to listen to what our body is trying to tell us. When you're not comfortable, please rest. When you're tired, please rest. When you're not well, please rest. And
yes. So Swati, you must be facing discomforts even now. Like from childhood, you are following a natural lifestyle. But how do you perceive these discomforts?
Yeah, these discomforts is to me only when you have digressed from your natural lifestyle is when you're going to face any discomfort. When you have used too much of your vitality, you have used too much of your energy, you have stressed yourself out, or you have the inputs have not been right. So I do feel I do face sometimes a little headache sometimes, or I get very tired, or I may get a cold, a bout of cold. So this is like when I face this, I immediately get to know that yes, I have gone out of my way. I have stressed myself a lot. So I need to get back to myself. I have to get back into the rest mode. And I try to give myself more rest physically, mentally, and physiologically. And that's how I just get back to my natural, healthy self. So,
yes,
yeah, that's it.
So, sort of, what is the daily routine like? How do you live?
Yeah, my routine is like I wake up early in the morning, because I like the early morning hours, because that's the time when I have time for myself completely. So I wake up quite early, by around 4 o'clock or something, and I like to go into an meditation mode. I try to practice equanimity at least for 1 hour or something, so that because I believe that equanimity or homeostasis is what we are all striving towards all the time. So I begin my day with that. And after that, I go out in nature, I go for a walk, and then come back home, practice some yoga, and then do some reading. So that goes on from 4 to almost 8 o'clock. And after that is when I get into my daily routine, where my time starts, like where I give my time for my clients, my family, and everything else, all my duties and my responsibilities. And the food that I eat is like in the morning. I start with fruits first thing in the morning, and that's somewhere around 10 o'clock or something. And lunch is very simplified cooked meal with minimum of grains and more of vegetables. And then evenings, I try to finish my dinner as early as possible because the body works with the sun or the circadian rhythm. Like the body has to start shutting down after the sun sets. So I try to finish my dinner by 5:36, maximum 6:30. And my dinner is usually salad, or most probably it's fruits. I prefer fruits more to salads. So that's what is my dinner. And
What challenges do you face? Like, this is a very idealistic kind of a lifestyle. We all want to live like this, but I'm sure there must be some challenges that come in the way. Is it?
Of course, as long as I'm at home, I am able to follow whatever lifestyle I want to follow. Yes, but when I travel or when I need to attend some functions or whenever you are in some social gathering, that's when you actually, like, as long as you're left on your own, you just manage with whatever's available around. But usually people do have questions for you, and they do have suggestions for you. They have ideas for you. They keep telling you, no, this is not what you're supposed to do all the time. You're not supposed to be eating fruits all the time because we've been eating cooked food for years together. So if you don't eat cooked food, you wouldn't know now, but in the future, you're going to become very weak, this, that. So if I think the other person, the person who's talking to me is, compatible or would like to listen to what I'm trying to say, I talk to them, I explain to them. And if I think the other person may not be interested, I just listen to them and I just smile and just say, this is what I like to do and this is what I do. That's it. Yeah. So I see. And yeah,
that is your personal strategy.
Yeah. And I try to see, like, before I go, wherever I go, I just try to make get an idea of what sort of a place it's going to be, what sort of food they're going to provide with. So if I think it's going to be difficult for me to get some fruits or some things like that, then I just try to have my food at home. I finish my lunch, dinner, whatever at home, and then go there. So that I find I don't really have to get into a situation where I start feeling really hungry and I wouldn't know what to do. So that's one of the strategies I use.
So, Swati, you are a practitioner. What do you think about infection? What is your viewpoint?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And this is something which everybody needs to know today, in today's times. And infection is not something where, like, somebody from outside is coming into my body and trying to create a situation or some problems or issues in my body. What I believe, or what actually science or nature actually proves to us time and again, is wherever there is filth or wherever there is toxic matter or wherever there is old stagnant matter is where germs will thrive or germinate, right? Like you can take an example of a dustbin. Like this is the example I usually give to all my clients. Like if there's a place which is very clean and airy and fresh, you just will not see any germs thriving in that spot. But yes, if you have a dustbin full of lot of old matter and which has been decaying there for a long time, you will start seeing that there are small maggots or small insects or cockroaches or rats or anything that's trying to eat that dirt up come there. So that is what is actually infection. Like when there's dirt or toxin or toxic matter in your body, when there's old matter stagnating in your body, which is decaying in your body, which you just wouldn't know from outside just by looking at your body, it's inside there. So when you have things like that in your body, that is when you will have some germs or viruses or whatever they will start eating that dirt up. So actually they are scavengers. They do the work of a scavenger. They are cleaning your body up. So you can't call them your enemy. This is what we perceive them as. Actually, most people, this is what they perceive the germs as their enemies, because the enemy is creating a lot of discomfort in the body. But they don't realize the enemy, the germ, is there to clean the body up, not to create.
Yes, so what is the management that one can opt in this situation, Swati?
Yeah, the management in Nature Cure, in natural lifestyle, in nature, is just let the body do its work. Get into a rest mode. Do not disturb. Remove all that is going to create or going to take away from your energy or from your vitality, get into a rest mode, stop eating food, go into a rest mode, just lie down, sleep, relax, rest, do not take any tensions, do not take any stress, do not take any responsibilities. And this, in short, you will say like go into a rest mode at 3 levels: mentally, physically, and physiologically. And just relax and let the body do what it needs to do. And with time,
Very simply explained, Swati. Wonderful. It's lovely to hear this because it's coming with all the reasons behind how we understand infection. And also, in Nature Cure, we understand that immunity is a superstition. Do you also agree with this? What do you think about this?
of course, I do believe that. But still, when I talk to my clients, I just cannot use that word. Or the way I explain to them is I explain it to them a bit differently so that they can understand what I'm trying to talk about. I tell to them when I talk about immunity or the strength that the body actually has, I call it as the prana or the pran shakti or the vitality. So I tell them like this vitality is something which you're born with. This is the energy or the optimum life force that you're born with. And if you are going to engage it in activities that are not actually useful to you in any way, then you're draining that vitality, you're draining that energy, and you're making yourself available to issues because you don't have enough energy left, which can do its work, which it is supposed to be actually doing. So vitality is what we need to talk about all the time instead of talking about the immunity. The vitality has to be conserved. The vitality has to be freed up as much as possible, which can be used by the body for its everyday activities, where it has to metabolize the food that has gone in, it has to metabolize, or it has to decipher all the knowledge that has gone in, and it has to remove all the waste matter. It has to remove all the unwanted material. So only when your vitality is freed, when it is not occupied with unnecessary things, it can be possible. It's for an example, you can just take like when a mobile, it has a particular amount of battery in it. Okay, the energy power in the battery. If you're going to use too many apps at the same time, you're draining out all the power, and you're not actually having enough power left for the actual work that you're supposed to be doing on that mobile. So that's how the body also will function. Like if you're going to do just put in too many stimulation, too much of stimulants or stuff like that, then you're draining yourself of the vitality, and you're not letting your body to have enough vitality left for whatever it is supposed to be doing.
So Swati, why do you think we as mankind miss this fact, and what is the way to enable people to get to these basics, if there is any?
Right. Actually, that's a very good question, because that's where we need to be heading towards. Mankind is actually missing this point because since many years, slowly with evolution, that's what we understand with the civilization and the evolution. Like we have, mankind has devised many ways to live his life in a different manner, which is not in sync with nature. And this has been draining out his vitality so much that the lifespan that once upon a time we used to have 100 years, people used to live for over 100 years, and today when you see like the lifespan is not more than 45 to 50 years. And that's just because that's how we have evolved with time. That's how we have with the evolution, this is what we have brought into our lives. So what we need to learn is simplify your life, go back to nature, just try to observe where you're coming from, just try to understand what you're supposed to be living your life like. And that's only possible when your mind is very calm and peaceful, and actually you're able to observe yourself and see what's happening inside you. There's so much of stimulation and disturbance around you, there's so much of cacophony around you that people just cannot connect to themselves, and they just don't know what actually is happening inside them or what actually they need. So
Swati, at your place, like at Antasattva, where you are practicing, how do you bring this understanding aspect in your clients or people who ask you for advice?
Right. Yeah. So when people come to me, like first thing is when they come here, I start talking to them every day. We have sessions, interaction sessions where I talk to them about what natural lifestyle is, and what are the basics that they need to follow, and what are the things that they need to remove from their lives. And the most important part is like they live this life as far as possible every day when they're here, like from morning till evening. The routine is such that they completely change their lifestyle from what they have been living all these days. Their food habit has changed completely, and they actually live everything practically. They learn everything practically. Along with every evening, we have interactions where they have their doubts about why don't we do this and why do we do this. So that's when I explain to them the reasons. And
so I'm glad that there is a session for the reasoning aspect to understand why you are following a particular pattern.
that's very important. Otherwise, like,
that's very heartening to hear.
Yeah, no, because without understanding, it's something like you're just in the dark. You just don't know what's happening. You just know that you're feeling better, but then you just don't know why it's happening and how it's happening. And until you learn that, you can never stick to this for life. Or
yes, so for the long run, it is very important to know the reason.
Yes.
Great, Swati. So, all in all, what do you think health is, Swati?
Yeah, health. That's very, very important. Health is when you're feeling very comfortable, when you have a very comfortable body, where you don't realize that you have a body, because unless you have a lot of pain in the body, you wouldn't realize that you have lots of pain and all, right? So your body has to be comfortable. You have to be happy. You have to be in a very positive state of mind, and there shouldn't be any sort of discomfort. You should be comfortable and happy in your own body and in your life. And that is health.
Great, Swati. It's wonderful hearing you, and sir also might add some comment here, sir.
Amazing. Always I learn a lot from Swati, and thanks a lot for all sharing, Swati. Yeah. So, and Swati sent us a card also thanking this initiative. Let me share that with audience.
So please do that, sir.
Yeah. So this is a beautiful card sent by Swati. Thanks a lot, Swati. This is a privilege to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So as we understand from Swati that healing doesn't lie in a prescription, but it is the sum total of daily living. And I'm glad we could connect with Swati. And also maybe if anybody who is watching wishes to connect with us and share if they have made any changes based on understanding the rationales behind those changes, it will be great to have them on the show here. And on 3rd August, we will be having Vinod, V.S. Vinod from Vellore. He is also a Nature Cure practitioner. So we are looking forward to the talk with him. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you on Monday.